Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your January mid-month tarot and oracle card reading. We are going to start right away with a couple of oracle cards here. You have the new moon in Aries. Go for it. Nothing says moving forward like this one. So if you find that your intuition says, yep, I'm doing it. If you look at something, you kind of debate, you just say, I can't sleep on this. I have to take some action. That's what this energy will do for you. It will really make you give you that warrior spirit where you say, I just don't feel like I can catch a struggle, and I don't feel like I can stay in anything that's holding me back. You'll find that it just propels you forward. All right, now we're going to hear from one more oracle card about the patterns in your life and why they might be there. All right, dreams realized, manifest. I love this one for you. So you have the power to create and manifest what you desire. When you choose to push outside of your comfort zone and have determination, your dreams become reality. Now is the time to take action and have a clear focus on what you want. The universe works with you to create it by using your manifesting power for your highest good. Okay, so this is where you bring heaven to earth, law of attraction. Know that you're constantly manifesting. In fact, you manifested this reading if you're not thinking about that. This is sacred divination. The cards and the energy, your spiritual team is speaking through you, to you through the reading. All right, detailed Celtic cross-style reading today. Current situation, you've got the Three of Pentacles. The immediate influence is the Ten of Wands. If you've been having a challenge with teamwork and partnerships, it's showing up. You have the moon in your subconscious, the King of Wands in the distant past, the Three of Wands in the more recent past. I'm liking the King of Cups showing up and the coming towards you. You're represented by the Hermit. The person or situation you're attracting is the Ten of Swords. You've got the Four of Pentacles. I'm liking this. And the Emperor and the outcome. So I feel like you come out on top, and interestingly enough, we've got the energy of justice here too. So I feel like if something was dishonest, you're going to see it come full circle, and you're going to be glad you're no longer associated with it. What's done is done, and I feel like it's finally one of those times where you'll say the universe does make sense. The universe is a balanced place, so if it seems like nice guys finish last, if you went through a cycle of that, where you say, how come I'm the one that they seem to come after? Why is my identity being breached? Why do I keep getting these notifications? I feel like you're finally going to come out of that energy. And even if it's work related, where you feel like they weren't listening to your ideas, where it just seemed like no matter what you contributed, it just didn't do much. If you're moving into a new job, or somebody's moving out, it's going to be like a brand new situation for you. Now, I like this energy together. When you see these two together, they both have the red robe of desire on, but I actually really like it with this King of Cups energy because I feel like it's such a strong symbol of truth, of following the rules, of things have been shortcut. You're not going to see things being shortcut. In terms of relationships too, though, especially with the King of Cups, you could be attracting a King of Cups who's very emotionally stable. This is somebody who leads with integrity. Yes, they lead with their heart, but they really are firm in terms of who they are. They're not here to play games. They're not here to have you Googling their behaviors. Absolutely not. That's always such a red flag, isn't it? When you have to start trying to figure somebody out through Google. It's like, this is not worth your time, but I'll tell you what this is. So I do feel like you may have learned a lesson in dealing with something here. And if it's a person and you haven't heard from them in a while, I do feel like they're going to reach out to you, but it just feels like not enough and it's too late. With that Four of Swords, enjoy the solitude. I heard enjoy the silence. It feels like Depeche Mode coming through and talking to you. But I do feel like with that Four of Swords, there's something important there if you had a falling out with someone and it just brought in a disagreeable energy. I felt like it just was very out of harmony for you. No matter what you tried to do, it just didn't seem like it pleased them. And then here they show back up again. I guess the first thing I'd do is question why they're back around. What is it gaining? What motive is there? What motive do they have for that? Especially if they weren't very kind to you. It just doesn't seem like you need any more of that in your life. Now, if it's something in terms of money, I feel like you're finally going to get a payment. If they've been crickets, I feel like somebody here, if it's a warranty, do not let them off the hook. I feel like it may be one of those times where you have to bring up that there's a contract, and in this particular area, it says this. And I'll tell you what, you start contacting headquarters with that Eight of Pentacles, you get focused, you find the right people to contact, you'll get a response. I've done it myself 3 different times. I did one certified mail, and yes, I paid the whatever it was, $10 to have it done because it was ridiculous. What this company was doing was just absurd. And they had their paperwork wrong. They were sending me somebody else's contract repeatedly, and my name wasn't even on it. It was just insane. But either way, I feel like if you have to put some elbow grease with that Eight of Pentacles, you're going to get a payoff, okay? So I don't feel like it's worthless if you say, if I have to send them another email or if I have to fill out another form, it just feels like with that 10 of Wands, you've exhausted, you jumped through all the hoops is what I'm getting. And in that feeling of, I'm tired of jumping through hoops. Why do I keep getting this? Well, we know that in the subconscious, we attract what we're getting, right? And so with that 10 of Wands, you're finally coming out of a burdensome cycle. Now, if you've taken on some sort of an estate, like there's been some sort of estate to settle, with that 10 of Wands, if it feels like, it just feels like you're doing things by yourself quite a bit of the time here. And so with that, though, once you put in all that work, when other people kind of show up looking to reap the rewards of the fruits of your labor, you may find you're a lot less generous. So you know what it reminds me of? Almost like somebody who doesn't go to class in college and wants to copy all of your notes. And it's like, well, you weren't there. Of course, nowadays they make it a lot easier because they're putting so much stuff online. But I just feel like it's one of those where you say, I am not here to carry you anymore. And so with that 3 of Pentacles, you bring in new people. And once you have that going, I feel like it'll be so much easier for you to set boundaries because you won't have the time to focus on past people, their behaviors, their manipulations, and all that sort of thing. Now, with this moon energy in your subconscious, more is revealed. You may become privy to some conversations. Some of them could be a little hurtful, but I feel like you're better off knowing what's been said rather than staying in the dark. There's a lot that comes out in the light of the moon. And so you stand here with the dawn of a new day. Whatever it is, life is good. And yet with this, there's more to be known. And so with the things that you don't know, it brings that dawn of a new day where you can move forward in your own way. It's a card of acceptance too. And so when it comes out of the subconscious, prepare yourself a little bit. Brace yourself to know the truth, but the truth always sets you free. And so if someone's been covering something up or they've been trying to play fast and loose with a contract, I feel like here's where you're going to get what you need, and you'll say, well, no, this is not how it is, and it'll move forward. When this comes out, know the universe is plotting your path to happiness, even if you're not in on the planning, all right? That you have this team that's moving forward with you at all times. They know your deepest desires, and they're trying to help you to access them right here, right now, today. Now, in terms of relationships, you do have somebody who thinks about you quite a bit. And I feel like they dig around for information about you. So you may have somebody that says, yeah, so-and-so is asking about you. And you might say good riddance. I just feel like you're very lukewarm on the reception of their reaching out. It's like it's just not really going in the same direction anymore. Now, it could have been a King of Wands type. Because with this King of Wands, they can sure command a presence. But when you fall out with them, it's like you can go from really loving and almost worshiping them to really going in the opposite direction. So if you've had a falling out with the King of Wands, I just don't see it as coming back around the way that it was, at least. You might patch things over and smooth them over a bit, but I just don't see it going right back into where it was. It takes a different form once there's a bit of a betrayal or something about it that just didn't line up. So with the 3 of Wands, you're going to move forward here. This is also, too, where you take a look at things and you start making a new path. You forge your own path. It is a card that tells you you're having progress. So in a relationship, I feel like you're right at the precipice of having a new relationship if you're single. If you're in one right now, I feel like it's time to move forward and take that next step. I do feel like you have real love here with that King of Cups. I mean, there's really no doubting him. And ultimately, with the King of Cups being here, It is a time of self-improvement. It motivates and inspires you. It also will help you to not settle, where you don't feel the need to try to let people down gently. You know, we settle and agree to things. We acquiesce to things we don't want to spare somebody else's feelings. And when it's their turn to do that for us, they don't seem to do it, do they? So with this, you'll have exactly the right words if you do have to let somebody down gently. But overall with this, I feel like you're going to have a lot of love and gratitude. You're just going to be feeling great in this energy. So no matter how emotional things get, you have the right steady support. If it's a relationship, it is a partner. No doubt about it. And they just know how to hit you the right way in terms of, I mean that metaphorically. They know how to offer the right comments. They know when words fall short and that it's just better not trying to give their 2 cents. I feel like they're really going to be a good fit for you. Now, ultimately, with the Hermit representing you, you might find you're not in a huge hurry to let people in that just are not a part of your energy anymore. And so with this Hermit, sometimes life is a little more complicated than you realized, and I keep getting that all the way through. It is a card of mentors and teachers, so I feel like you may have someone that you talk with or connect to who really gives you great insight. And when you're in this energy, you're not fearful or scared at all. You're really in a state of wisdom. You're really in a state of strength. And so it's deep seeking, but it's also seeking those who shine their light the way that you want to shine, or they shine so brightly, that inner light, that it is just a match, all right? And so it's a card of success. It's also a card of cutting out some things from social media. So if you find that you're drawn into comparing, or you're reading things and you walk away and you're pissed every time you read it, I feel like you're going to start making some changes there so that it's just not part of your day-to-day. It's no longer part of your awareness. And with that 10 of Swords, if you block people, they might figure it out. But I feel like whoever this is, they love drama anyway, so they might actually kind of enjoy this energy. It's like they're almost addicted to the chemical release that drama provides. And so you may find that you simplify things in this year where you say, I'm done with the drama, people. I'm just over it. I don't want to be a participant in this. It's too unstable. Like, I feel like you're looking for consistent people. And so there is an ending here, but endings in the tarot are always something we want to embrace. We lean into those endings because they always bring a new beginning. So with this 4 of Pentacles energy, you may find that you're a lot more protective, not only of your energy, but of your time, your money, your physical body as well. And so if you've been in a place where you've been a little loosey-goosey with the nutrition, here's where you shore it up and you say, I am absolutely not eating anything processed today. Okay, you'll get through day by day, I feel like, before it becomes that habit or routine. Now, ultimately with the Emperor, you combine passion and discipline, and you come out on top with this. You don't waver. You know what you know, and it's such a strong energy. It's a very loyal energy, but it's also a loyalty in terms of partnerships. He holds that staff because it represents Venus, and Venus rules his Empress. So in terms of a partner, you have somebody who will really stand up for you. And I feel like in general, you're going to find that the rules are applied. The rules apply to everyone around you. If somebody's been breaking some rules, I feel like you'll be happy to see that change. Good things are on the way, Cancer. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.